What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Beta Memoirs, where we like to try to figure out what is going on with the market, especially with days like today where you get nothing but chop. Welcome to the party. But before we get started, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And today has been quite the day. Again, there was a lot of chop today. There were some individual stocks that did pump, Facebook being one of them, a couple additional ones pumped as well. And then we kind of just bled off slowly today. Thought it was the time that everything would just start falling. We had a brief time there when SPY kind of dropped rather quickly, but it's been holding actually extremely well. So today what I want to actually do is jump right into the charts because there's a lot of interesting stuff kind of going on with the market. Now, I've been talking about what essentially has been going on in the market. I gave a state of the market kind of video on Sunday. Yesterday, there was a lot of excitement, and then today broke out of the gate. Everything looked like it wanted to run, and then it just dropped. As you can see, I'm looking at the VIX here. Nothing is looking too crazy, right? There's no real craziness in the market right now. It was just a normal Monday. I mean, the dollar is pushing up. TLT is falling off the planet. Gold and everything is falling off. Bitcoin pushed up hard this morning, I think due to the news about Apple adding Bitcoin to their platform. Aside from that, Apple did a pump fake and pumped quick this morning and fell off the world. But all the metals and everything everything's like trading sideways, except for even QQQ followed the market. It dropped, and then it's just kind of holding this level. But if you look at the market, right, it's still, in my mind, this bleed and hold is bullish in my mind. If it's almost like if the market's going to get a rest, this is about as much rest it's going to get at the moment. It's not saying that we can wake up and it's going to gap down tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised if we actually came down and tagged this 200 and then reversed right back up. Again, there's a lot of positive in the market. I know, again, people want to say it's a bubble, whatever you want to call it. There is a lot going on, right? The market needs to rest, and I think this move was just a rest. To be honest, I didn't see any news here, there shouldn't really be any kind of stimulus news really out this week. I mean, we'll see, but I haven't really heard anything about stimulus. Everything is pretty kosher. I mean, it was just flat today. Maybe this is our new market. Maybe this is the new market where we trade flat for a lot of time. We'll definitely have to see about that. That being said, tomorrow will be interesting, right? If we gap tomorrow, and I think if we get back over this 20 and 50, again, it held a solid support. I think we will start pushing back up again, trying to test 400. So again, I still think we're bullish at this point. Again, overnight could really change that quite quickly. Tesla still on this one, holding this very well. It came down into the zone pretty quickly. SPY pulled back pretty quick to that zone, same thing, but it's holding. Tech has been holding, big tech has been holding for a long time, and I thought today was going to be the day where it really ripped out, especially after this move overnight, but I was proven wrong, and we came right back into the zone. Square sideways pushing. Everything again popped out of the gate and then kind of just dropped. Apple attempted to try to pop a little bit and then just died off. Big bear flag on Apple. Facebook had a nice run today and then started trading sideways again. BYND had a nice pop overnight but died off. I mean, that's what everything looked like. Everything's pretty much the same. Nice pop overnight, then died off. Disney looks like it's actually wedging down here. But one thing I did notice, some of the value stocks were actually pushing today. But this might be something to watch with Disney. If it does pop over this tomorrow, open up over that. It could get a nice run. It might actually sell all the way off to the 20 here, which is 186. Possibility could do that, but we'll have to see. Disney might be one on watch tomorrow. Again, a lot of them it's kind of in a dead space. So really, once the market starts going, a lot of these are going to turn over. I'm still on Tesla, WWE, or the two flat plays I have, like this consolidation plays I have. As soon as the market turns, these things, I believe in my mind, are going to take off. When that rotation happens and they just get some feet back under them, they're going to run. Palantir had earnings today, missed and dropped, but still holding pretty well for the most part. It's at a good point in my mind. I'm still in this. I'm holding this for the long run. Again, it's one of those kind of just set it and forget it ones, more of a long term, just play it out through the year. I like Palantir or Palantir. NNDM, I missed this one this morning. Obviously, pre-market move, so I didn't really miss that much, but I could have probably caught this before it ran out, but I don't typically play pre-market. I used to play pre-market, aftermarket. Sometimes I do, but it's really rare. I know when I first traded, I used to do that a lot, but I don't do that so much anymore. I just wait till 9:30. Nano imaging, waiting for that. High tide, wanted it down, but it didn't come down to where I wanted it. All my stocks, ALLM, I'm still holding. Planet 13, waiting for that to come down a little bit more, hoping for that $6 mark, 610 mark right there around that 200. We'll have to see how that plays out. Very good Butcher. It started pushing today. I thought today was going to broke out over this 200. But the good thing to see is it's back over the 20 and the 50. What I wanted is over this 100. If it does manage to get over that 100, can run for at least 625 at that point. Hopefully the changeover to the exchange will really get this thing moving. Again, all pending on the markets. Evogen, still trending sideways, but holding well. CRNT, I saw this is one position I had, a small position in this. I did sell this. I do want to get back into this. CRNT, I do like this position a lot. If it gets down into here, I would like to build a bigger position, this 475. So I'm kind of hoping this does die off just a little bit so I can get back into it. This one I'm still holding, PLXF. Riot took off. I know, again, Bitcoin broke over 50K today. So that's obviously continue to run overnight. That's the only thing that's really running is Bitcoin. So I think Bitcoin has replaced your bonds and replaced your precious metals and all that stuff. So I think people just have more belief in Bitcoin at this point with everything that's been going on. I'm trying to think. NGA, I still want to get this. I didn't take a position this just today because I wanted to see how the market was reacting, but it is also holding very well. If this is in here tomorrow and the market looks like it's going to turn, I will get a position in this as well. For that, the merger of Lion. I think that's pretty much it. Lemonade. I didn't really take. Oh, I did take another position. I took another penny today. Again, not a huge position. I took this baby F. It did break out, so I did take a position in here. It's obviously selling off now a little bit. Back into the zone. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I get another penny. I'm just holding for a longer swing. We'll average down if it does sell off a bit more. Let's see, SAVA. I wanted to get in this, but again, I didn't like the market. I saw it pushing, and I thought I was late, but now it's starting to sell off. We'll see what happens overnight. A lot of these, I'm just looking to see what happens overnight. TAP is another one. The Molson Company and the Rock. This is one I think it might be. That's going to be on consistent watch to see how it moves. It started really gaining some momentum. I'll be jumping in this one, but we'll definitely have to see how that plays out. It's still a good WWE, still trading sideways. Again, I think once this thing starts really pushing, I'm actually in this one too. ASTI, again, still looking good. It's a big bull flag. Again, we'll have to see. Once everything starts turning over, then AMC, I still believe this one could have a nice run this year. I'll have to see. I might grab a leap on AMC for the year. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I know this video is actually really short. But again, I think right now it really depends on the market tomorrow. There is not a lot going on, to be honest. Over the week, I know Powell is supposed to be talking next week. And again, we have Congress next week for the stimulus bill. So until then, I don't think there's really anything going on today. It was a very choppy day. Is this what we're going to expect for the rest of the year? That's very interesting to see if that's the case or not. Again, we have some earnings. It's tomorrow, Wednesday, so we do have Fastly and stuff tomorrow. Fastly wasn't actually doing so hot today, to be honest, because I started looking at Fastly because I got an alert on Fastly today. And then I was looking at it and it just did nothing but selling off. So if I can even find Fastly on here. I have Fastly on here because I was just looking at it this morning. But yeah, you got Fastly tomorrow. You got Shopify tomorrow. There's Fastly. I looked at it today and I didn't like any of that. So I'll just wait. If for some reason they have bad earnings, I'll look to grab some Fastly and hold on to that as well. But we'll have to see Shop again. We'll see how Shop plays out tomorrow. Sideways action. Everything is just consolidating right now. Everything is just waiting on the markets. Big tech hasn't done anything for a while, so it's like the whole market's kind of at a standstill. When it does that, there's not really much to talk about, even setups. There's not a lot of setups, right? The market didn't move enough to really set anything up, in my opinion. Again, you're not going to have a trade every single day. The longer I do this, the more I am being patient and waiting for the setup. There is not every day is a trade day, right? I know sometimes you get caught up in the hype and there'll be some movers, but typically I don't like to chase. I did that in the beginning of my career. I made some money off of it, but ultimately I think the better money is in the stocks that you trust, waiting for the setup and then loading the boat and taking it from there and have high conviction in the trade. Hopefully you have some kind of news or something to back your trade as well. That always helps. Again, the more check marks you can check off on that particular trade that you're taking can significantly help and significantly improve your trading. So be patient. Don't take every trade. Manage risk, right? Risk in position, risk in stop. However you manage your risk, always try to manage it in some way, shape, or form. But being said, again, short video today, but again, we have to see what happens overnight, and hopefully we'll have more action tomorrow and see how that goes. So thank you guys, and remember to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.